feel like we're all inspired by people around us to help us discover something about ourselves, something we already have inside.
My inner voice has obviously got me through to where I am. Like if I wouldn't be this hard on myself, tough on myself, then I don't think I'd be where I am.
It's an individual sport. I mean, we're all going through this crazy life together. It's a different world. I think most tennis players have this willpower, this fire inside that's natural to them, and something even that I would tell you and anyone else that's younger than me, that's still in the prime of their career, is really separating those wins and those losses, and you know, Sonya or Bethanie as the tennis player, and who is Sonya, Bethanie as the person. And really you can get some strength from that. And I think the biggest thing I would say is, you think that's going to take away from your competitive edge and your grit and your feistiness, and it's not.
Once I started like getting into top 100 and winning more, and then I felt like people were looking at me, so a bit more pressure from the outside, and like how like the talks are, how they like to badmouth you whenever you don't do great. So try not to look at that anymore. So for all the haters out there, I don't care. So I don't care.
I was the same when I was young. It was just, if I almost didn't have that voice pushing me, I thought I wasn't gonna reach all the potential that I was capable of. 2019 Beijing, our first tournament together. What do you remember?
I remember that we won it, and
and I remember that we clicked right away. I feel like your strengths really complemented my strengths.
It was my first time playing with you, and I always thought of you as my mentor.
You know, when I was looking for doubles partner, especially for Asia, like you were always on my list. I felt like you had this all-court game, you had this feel around the court. You know what I'm talking about, when you're just able to cover each other and read each other, like from the bat.
You don't know what to do. You have to like find a connection and figure out how like their games match with yours and what's their strengths and
Exactly.
everything. Not weaknesses, because you're a team, so
Yeah.
you need positive and strengths there. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one thing we do really well. We set each other up for success. We know each other's strengths. I feel like we do a good job communicating before the match on what we want to do, what our goals are, and then I think what we do best is in the middle of the match, we can make adjustments.
I can tell like when it's time to get pumped, or when it's time to like take a little step back and kind of let you be in your zone, get fired up, do the look, and then I know we're back on.
But I think that's important, that we both allow each other to sort of go through our range of emotions too. I mean, there's something to be said about that, being really good in relationships, whether it's business, whether it's personal, is the other person could be going through a whole different range of emotions in the same scenario as you. And to be flexible and adaptable with that is like super key in communication.
We've instantly clicked, and we trust each other fully, and your positivity really brings out the light in me. I mean, obviously after tennis, I'm probably thinking to maybe do like commentating. I would love to like somehow try to stay in tennis, or who knows, maybe have an academy. I want to be smart about my money. I have improved with that. You asked before, like, have I matured with that? Big time, yes. Thinking of maybe investing in real estate or something. I mean, that's all long-term goals, so I have to figure out, but that's something I'd want to do, and why not? Because now like I'm really trying to like be smart and figure out like what's best for me, my future.
Relationships and partnerships, it's full circle. You're sharing sort of everything about life. You're not, it's easy to think that it maybe is just business and you're only talking about one thing, but really like we're all humans and we're all going through so many different things. And so I think it's important that, we all share sort of everything.